I was the evening shift, night shift on call nurse, doing whatever I needed to do. And my assignment one night was to admit a patient who was on his way home from one of our major medical centers. He had a condition with his kidneys, and he was on some special medications to keep his blood pressure going and those kinds of things. But I was to meet him at his home and to do his admission. They were going to turn off the medication, so I knew he was going to be not with us long, but I was prepared for that, so I was going to deal with him and his family. So I drive out into the middle of nowhere, which we're very rural in this area. And I kept driving, looking for the home, and I couldn't find it. And finally I saw some people, and they were along the road in front of a big bonfire. And I said I was looking for Mr. So-and-so, and they said, "You found it." And they took me back to, it was a shed that had no electricity. There were lanterns. Everything was set up as a camp. This gentleman wanted to die at his home, but the house itself had not been built yet. It was land that he and his wife had purchased, and they were just in the midst of making this when he had a horrible diagnosis given to him, that it was terminal. So through that night, I did my assessment. We didn't have beds. We had oxygen from a local ambulance company. We had a lawn chair, guitars. We had chili, marshmallows, a bonfire. It was amazing. The family just gathered around him, and in his last hours he was in and out. And one of the most precious moments was every evening he and his wife had a glass of wine, and they were concerned because he was on morphine and how would that interact with the wine, and knowing that he only had hours to minutes to live, I said it was okay, that he could have some wine. And with a spoon she took her wine and gave him a sip of it, and just the intimacy there between the two of them was just filled my heart. We sat there for a little while longer, and one of the gentlemen there played his guitar, and it was a song about angels coming, and he passed. And he passed with his wife, with her arms wrapped around him in a lawn chair with all of his family. And who wouldn't want to be that kind of nurse? Who wouldn't want to offer that kind of service to our families, our communities, that it's such a time in your life, but you need that help. You need that medical help to do certain things, but you need to give that love back to your loved one. And so that was the story of, at a campsite, hospice can take care of you anywhere. And when I introduce people to hospice, I say, we can take care of you where you are. If it's in a hospital, a house, or alongside a bonfire, we're here for you.